Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to Mike Drop Sports and the show Steel City Live. We appreciate you for stopping through. Make sure you're double tapping the shit out of that screen. Make sure you are sharing the show and subscribe if you are not already. We truly, truly appreciate that. Again, welcome. Thank you. I'm going to try to limit my cursing tonight. Hopefully, nobody gets the penalty flag saying dumb, you know what. But hey, I appreciate you guys for all stopping through. What's up, Miss TD or Miss Pittsburgh? TD, Joshua Shields in the house. What is up? What is the score of that game? Let me check those scores. I was messing around with the scores earlier, looking at things and seeing what was going on in the NFL. But I quit paying attention. 17-17 Denver and Cincinnati. 8:48 left in the fourth quarter. I'll leave that up live here on my computer. So right now, fourth quarter, like I said, Denver 1st and 10 at the Denver 35. And that is what's going on. Denver just scored or is on a 5-play, 75-yard drive, it says. So, yeah, there we go. Okay, so they just tied it up at 17-17. All right, now that I'm caught up in the action here, that's pretty cool. Let's see what happens here. Maybe the Bengals lose tonight, and that eliminates them from playoff contention. What's up, Big Tom Ford in the house? Bo Nix went deep. There you go. Nice. That's awesome. So we'll continue to watch that one. You guys can put your updates in there also. That'll be super cool. So you guys can make sure that we got that going on. I'm going to also bring up my Steelers stuff here. I like to have rosters and things up here sometimes to make sure I know, just sometimes I brain fart. So I got to make sure that I have things in front of me. But anyway, guys, we're talking about that. It's pretty obvious now what the issues were to the Steelers defense and what's going on there. The cat's out of the bag. Everybody's kind of pointed their finger at who it was. Daniel Warman says, Jason, I'm about to stroke out, our resident Bengals fan. I was thinking of you when this game was on, man. I was thinking of you, and I was thinking, man, Daniel's probably losing his gourd. I haven't, like I said, I kept track there at the beginning. What's up, man? All right, buddy. Sorry, my son had a friend over. I made him tell me when his friend just left because I was getting online. I got to keep track of the kids, bro. But anyway, yes, so that's all, taken care of. Thanks to my kid, he told me. But anyway, yeah, we kind of all see what's going on here in this defensive backfield. I was wondering about Daniel when I was watching this game, so a lot of shit going on, man. Crazy shit. Make sure you're double tapping that screen. Let me get back on track. When he knocked on the door, I lost track of what the hell I was saying. But anyway, double tap that screen, hit that like button, share the show. This is Steel City Live. If you're not watching it now here live, you can watch it later once it uploads. But we are going to continue to rock and roll here. Downtown John Broadway in the house. What's up, man? Tom Ford, who has to win/lose for the Steelers to get into the playoffs? They're already into the playoffs, Tom. They've been in the playoffs now for 3 weeks. They've been secured in their playoff spot. It's just what seed are they going to be? And what's probably going to happen here, in my opinion, the Steelers will probably be that 5th seed, and they probably will go to Houston. I had an interesting comment today, and somebody said, be careful what you wish for. Meaning, when I was talking yesterday about the Pittsburgh Steelers headed down to Houston if they become the 5th seed. And I am careful of what I wish for. This isn't last year, and that's what that commenter was mentioning. He was mentioning last year's performance when the Pittsburgh Steelers went down there, guided by Kenny Kitten Mittens, and got their ass beat. However, this isn't the same Steelers team, and that isn't the same Houston Texans team. They are riddled with injuries all throughout that wide receiver room. It has not been a year of the success that they would want down there. And if you look at head-to-head matchups and you look at the teams that should be in the playoffs, that are going to be pretty much, maybe there's an outlier here or there. We'll see how this Bengals game turns out. But the best matchup for the Pittsburgh Steelers and the easiest road to the Super Bowl, in my opinion, runs from that 5th seed. I feel like it does. I think the Steelers can beat anybody. I still stand behind that. And I know there's a lot of people that do these podcasts, that do these live shows, that are running for their life. They're backpedaling. Just 4 weeks ago, they were talking about how the Pittsburgh Steelers were absolute Super Bowl contenders, how they were monsters in the AFC, how they were going to dominate the AFC North, how they were going to do this, do that. They were the best thing ever, man. Russ was cooking. George was the best. Najee was a monster. All this shit. The defense was so great. They talked all this shit. But yet, the minute a bumpy patch came, you saw them all flip. One thing I can say for this channel right here, we have been steadfast and consistent this whole season. Period. Point blank. Steadfast and very consistent. And I will not waver from that, man. Again, I still think this Steelers team is a team that can do some damage. And again, I mention it every day, and I'm going to keep mentioning this until this thing is over. Momentum is so real, guys. And I know they just lost 3 games, but you win that Bengals game. You get an easier first-round playoff game. Going down to Houston, you get 2 wins where, in my eyes, I think the Steelers could put up a lot of points in both of those games. Now, all of a sudden, you're on this roll. The energy surrounding the football team's vastly different. You didn't have to back your way into the playoffs. You didn't have to scoreboard watch in Week 18. Things are different all of a sudden. All of a sudden, the Magic's back in that room. Nobody's pointing fingers. They're playing together. They're feeling good. Shit will change. Trust it. Trust the ride. Just let it all happen. Don't get overly high. Don't get overly low, and allow this thing to continue to roll. Let me get back to the chat here real quick because I didn't keep going. Danny George in the house. Tom Ford, I haven't been paying attention to what's going on with the Steelers since Christmas. I'm so pissed. Well, get back on, Tom. Get back on board. Don't do that. Don't do that when there's a bumpy patch. Get back on board, Big Tom. I got faith in him, baby. I shoot you no bullshit. I'm shooting you no bullshit, my friend. That's what the motto is here at Mike Drop Sports. No bullshit. And I'm telling you, if you don't believe me, it's fine. But trust in what I'm telling you. Father O'Biden, what's up? Don't say those. Please do not. I got to delete you, man. There will never, ever, ever. I got to delete you, bro. Please do not ever make a racial slur in my chat. I will make it a point to report you as far as I can report you. Do not do that. That is one thing I am not into. What's up, Anger? Aaron Jade. Here we go. Steelers, absolutely downtown. And I am wishing for my New Year's beating in Baltimore and on top and on to the AFC Championship. I think the Steelers got a road, man, a real path, a realistic path. And I know nobody wants to hear it, man, and everybody calls me crazy. Well, this crazy guy's been right about a lot of shit that's happened this season. So I got receipts and I got a track record that I know a little bit about it. And I really feel like there's a path. And I know a lot of people would disagree. And let's keep going. Inger says, and also there's a reason the Lions have never made a Super Bowl. It's because they always fall apart at the end of the year. And it's the truth. And that's what it seems like is happening this year. To me, at least, I typed too much in one message. It's all right. I had to extend it. That's all right. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, sometimes teams do fall apart. Inger, that is so real. That is so very real. When you saw what happened to the Steelers how many times, man, when they had those rough patches in the middle of the season to where they had to find a way and scoreboard watch and figure it out at the end of the year just to back into the playoffs, needing help. That hurts, man. And you lose that momentum, man, and you lose that you just lose that fight. And that's not the case this year, I'm telling you. Big Dave Elliott in the house. What's up, Big Dave? Miss Pittsburgh. Denver is challenging the play. Incomplete pass. Cincinnati fumbled the ball. I hope Denver wins the challenge. Let's go, Denver. Higgins did fumble. Inger, realistically, in the playoffs, if the Steelers and Ravens play, whoever is the home team wins that game. I would say that would be a fair assessment, Inger. Yes, I would say it'd be a fair assessment. Definitely. I think that's probably, going to give that team an edge. Will I put all my chips into just that, home or away? No, I won't. But I don't know who that may be, because the Browns may beat the Ravens, and the Steelers may win, and the Steelers still may end up winning the AFC North, and that all may change. And so I'm not going to backpedal on my comment even after this. I don't think even if the Steelers are at home, that matters a great deal in terms of getting it done. I think that there's a lot of other variables at play. I think it's one factor, though. I think you definitely are onto something with that. I think it definitely plays a role. But when you're talking divisional matchups are a different beast. And even in the playoffs, it's not like, the Steelers go into Kansas City. They don't play in the same division, I know, same conference, but divisional games, especially AFC North games, are different, man. And they're a crapshoot, and they're a roll of the dice, and that is the truth. And they're usually decided by 3 points, barely 3 points usually. That's how it usually goes down. Yeah, I think it's a part of it, but it's an AFC North matchup, even regardless of what it is as a playoff game. Phantom says, looking back at the film on the Chiefs game, it's an easy fix. Just need better communication on defense. And does that issue ride right there, guys? Is that a Cam Sutton issue? A guy that dealt with all that legal trouble, finally got back to Pittsburgh. A guy that's always been in the good graces of Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin, giving him that heavy increase in snaps. Taking a guy in Bennie Bishop that was getting turnovers. Yes, he had his mistakes too. He's a rookie. But he was playing with fire and desire, and he knew what the hell was going on. Does Cam Sutton just have too much legally on his plate? Does he have too much going on up here? Is there too much personal shit going on to where he is not the same guy? Is that what's plaguing him? They say he's not with those players in the locker room. He's kind of a distant guy. And I've heard that from several people. Now, is it true? I don't know. I don't sit in that locker room and watch men walk around in towels. I don't. I'm just saying. Cincinnati will win. That's from Daniel Warman. Denver won the challenge. Let's go. Let's win this game. Inger, it's good game going with Miami and Iowa State right now. It's a minute left, and Iowa State is beating them 42-41. Miami ball. This is crazy. Ravens could be like 15-2 if Tucker made his kicks. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. I get that. We play that a lot too, Inger, in Pittsburgh, man. And I feel your pain sometimes because things, spiral out of control. And I understand that. But here's the thing. It's a team game, and I mentioned it so much, but nobody wanted to hear me. You don't think about your special teams until they bite you in the ass, and they bit you in the ass in Baltimore. They really did. They put you in a compromising situation in which you almost didn't get out of. Luckily you did for you guys, but it was almost one of those situations that put you down, man. Put you down for the season. All right, guys, you got to hit the shit out of that like button here on Mike Drop Sports and the show Steel City Live. I'm your host, Jason, as always. We are just talking football, talking Steelers. We're taking a look at this Denver-Cincinnati game that has so many playoff implications right now in terms of seeding, in terms of does Cincinnati have a chance to get in Week 18? Does the Steelers, are they going to play a shitty Cincinnati team that plays nobody, and it's a free win basically for the Steelers kind of deal? There's a lot of things that are going to be answered by this ball game. You're wrong, Inger. They do. You're wrong. The Ravens have not already won the AFC North. They've split their games. The Steelers actually have, I believe, still a better conference record, I do believe. But definitely the Steelers can still win the AFC North if the Steelers beat Cincinnati and the Baltimore Ravens lose to the Cleveland Browns. The Pittsburgh Steelers win the AFC North. That's how that goes. It's not done just yet, brother. Whoever's telling you that might be wrong, buddy. I don't know. Tomlin gotta go. That's from Gibby. Yeah, no doubt. It's looking that way. Go Browns from Buckeye. Go Poop Stains! Hey, I'm a Browns fan when they play the Ravens this week. I'm going to be rooting for the Browns. So, Buckeye, this will be your one time that I'm rooting for the Browns here on Mike Drop Sports, and I want to see them lose. Let's go Steelers from DJ Thomas. Absolutely, guys. Make sure you're putting your comments, questions, and concerns inside of the live chat. As we always do, we try to answer each and every one of them. We try, but it doesn't always work out, especially the last few nights with like 4,000 plus viewers. It's been crazy. It's like hard to do. So I'll give it my best effort. Again, double tap that screen. It's free. It's easy. It's cheap, man. Hit the shit out of that like button. There could be 3 little white dots up in the right-hand corner of your screen that you could hit that like button that way. Also, share and subscribe to the best channel on YouTube. That's right here, baby. That's here on Mike Drop Sports. Shit. Aw, snap. Hold on. Hold on. Had a technical malfunction there, my friends. Sorry about that. The internet went like wacky there, and it like kicked my shit off. All right, let me get back into the chat. No problem, Buckeye. Joshua Shields, oh no, it's intercepted. Fun fact, Mike Tomlin's son played today for Boston College. Yeah, I heard that, Inger. Yeah, I wonder if they won. I didn't pay attention. I don't watch enough college football, guys. I think it's not, I just don't like it. You know, I think it's a product in which has a lot of weird things that go on inside college football that I'm not into. Buckeye is a Browns fan. It is kind of embarrassing to lose to the worst team in the NFL. Yeah, it's embarrassing. Who'd you lose to? Who's the worst team in the NFL? Jags? Oh, Panthers. One of those. Oh my goodness, Denver threw an interception. Yeah, Miss Pittsburgh, that's not what championship teams are made of. Nick's got his arm hit. DJ Thomas, this one might get hate. GP is not wide receiver 1, but wide receiver 3 going forward. I think that's wrong, DJ. He's the best wide receiver on this football team. You're not going to put him down, in terms of targets, and you're not going to put him down in that third level, What you could do, though, with GP is utilize the massive amounts of attention that he gets and really actually utilize the other targets on your football team, how there has been bad messages in the chat. To fix that, you can make me a moderator if you want. I don't really care. And Nebraska won that game. Actually, I already had picked one, Inger. So next time, maybe that can happen, bro. I might do that for you next time. I already picked one, though. That is Challenger 22. He's already going to be doing it when he pops up next time. He isn't here all the time, but next time I definitely will keep you in mind, bro. DJ Thomas, Muth 1, Warren 2, GP 3. Yeah, I mean, it's good in theory what you're talking about. Muth needs more targets. Warren definitely needs to be more involved. But you're not going to take a running back and put them in terms of targets in the pass game over top of George Pickens. It's just not going to make sense, to do. But I see what you're talking about, and I think exactly they should use Warren in those dump passes. They should use him in the screen game. They need to get him out in space and allow him to work because he is probably one of the better athletes, in my opinion, on the football team. And Muth absolutely needs 10 targets a game, no doubt about it. But George Pickens, what they need to utilize him for is, again, that massive amounts of attention that he draws to open things up for others. And I think that's what you miss when he is out of the lineup. I don't think think it's just, it's the catches of George Pickens, just that factor. It's the attention that doesn't go to him, that's going to others that normally wouldn't, I think is so important. I think that's where the offense really struggles. Tom Ford says, fire Tom, and he's the common denominator. While the Steelers have won a playoff game in a decade, haven't won a playoff game in a decade. Oh, yeah, I've made shows about that, man. I've made shows about his really bad playoff record. I've made shows about it. And again, guys, you will not hear anybody in Pittsburgh that's truly actually covering this football team on a daily basis ever sit here and say Mike Tomlin is one of the best coaches in the NFL. None of us that do these types of things will say that. Maybe some people that are, just diehard, yinzers. Maybe some of those guys will. But the legit places that you can get truthful news and truthful breakdowns and analysis from, you're not going to hear that shit. You're not going to hear the Mike Tomlin praise constantly. You're going to hear some, when he does things good, you'll hear about it. But when he's doing these things that are absolutely horrid, you're going to hear about it, and you're going to hear about it each and every time. And Mike Tomlin has some severe deficiencies, guys. Clock management, roster management. He doesn't understand some of the situational things inside of a football game that make a team tick. Daniel Warman says, love you guys, but the Steelers, watch out. Bengals are for real. Bless you all. Yeah, you have a for-real offense. Your defense is so bad, though, Daniel, and I appreciate it. We love you too, brother. But, man, your defense is so bad, and even if you get into the playoffs, you could score a lot of points, but I don't know how far you can go. You know what I mean? Can your defense hold anybody under 30? That's the question, because I know there are defenses in the playoffs that can for sure hold the Bengals under 30, regardless. They have an amazing offense, but I can guarantee you they're not going to score 30-plus on everybody in the playoff bracket. That just won't happen, especially when you get into bad weather games and things of that nature. They can't play that brand of football. They don't have that type of run game. They don't have that type of offensive line, and they don't have that type of defense, and that's what the problem is for the Bengals, man, to be realistic, Let's keep going. Inger, the Giants will get the first-round pick in the draft, but won't take Travis Hunter because they need a quarterback, so that sucks for them. The second pick is the Patriots. They will get him. Inger, I predict the Patriots will make the playoffs next year. Maybe. You never know, man. Daniel Warman, please don't throw the flag on me. Just playing. It's all right. You don't get a flag, Daniel. You're an OG, bro. TD, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to everyone. Thank you, man. Joshua Shields, first and goal, Cincinnati. Guys, this is not looking good right now. Not looking good. Fourth quarter, 1:39 remaining. Cincinnati, 1st and 6 at the Denver 6. So maybe they do win here. So maybe it isn't a cakewalk for the Steelers in Week 18. Guys, here, and I'm going to be truthful too. I got to be honest with you. The Bengals will not beat the Steelers in Week 18 regardless. They have the weapons. They have that offense. But, man, I just don't see it happening. I really, really don't. And honestly, I cannot in any wild world think that the Pittsburgh Steelers drop 4 straight. I just don't see it. Listen, you can make me a moderator, but I'll never use one of those disgusting Steelers emojis. I'm just playing. Don't throw that flag on. Well, you get a flag. You get a flag tonight, Inger, for that one. I'm just jazzing you. Nice says, now the Giants going to get Travis and Sam Darnold from the Vikings. Guys, do you think for 1 second that the Minnesota Vikings are going to allow Sam Darnold to walk out of the building? Honestly, after what he's done for that franchise this year? I mean, honestly, what world do you think they're going to do that in? I'm fixing my flag, guys, by the way. That's what I'm doing. I don't see that happening. I wouldn't let him walk out of the fucking building. That's for sure. Not after the way he's played, but he has great weapons there. Joshua Shields, Chase Brown is hurt. Oh, shit. That one sucks. Don't ever want to see anybody hurt. TD and I got this, bruh. Yeah, I hear you, Sean. What's up, bro? DJ Thomas, of course, not a cakewalk for the Steelers. Always got to give us a heart attack. Yeah, they do, man. They always do, man. It's tough, bro. Definitely tough. Very tough. It's always like a heart attack game, you know? All right, guys, we got to hit the shit out of that like button. Don't wait until you're leaving the show. Hit it while you're here, while you're in the show. Send us out into that YouTube algorithm. Again, guys, so many thousands of views over the last few days, especially, have been very exciting, and let's continue to do that here on a Saturday. Why not do Steel City Live on a Saturday? Why fucking not? I got to watch my cussing, though, too. I did a couple things with like gifts and brand things, and we might be doing some different stuff to where I might have to watch my mouth. What's up? To anyone who needs this, or guys, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. To anyone who needs this or is going through a rough time, God loves you and things will get better. Amen, man. Good words of encouragement, Buckeye. I appreciate it. Inger, by the way, the NFL used to use flags with BBs in them, but they threw them at somebody one time in an accident. Yeah, that is a guy that played for your Baltimore Ravens, man. Somebody you should know very well, man. Big Zeus. Last name Brown, man. Look him up, Inger. Definitely. It's when he played for Cleveland. Then Cleveland moved to Baltimore and all that. So, actually, he played for your franchise because that is your franchise. I wonder if Ravens fans even realize that they are the Cleveland Browns. You were the Cleveland Browns, bro. You were. Art Modell moved them to where? Baltimore. I'm just saying, you were the Cleveland Browns. You were. Oh, DJ with Buckeye on that one. No doubt, man. It's over. Cincinnati won the game. Unbelievable. Who's your favorite NFL team? Steelers. Joe Burrow said. And yeah, do you need to watch your cussing? Ha ha ha. I was in a restaurant. People heard it. I was like, oh no. Why do you have me on loud in the restaurant? Oh no. Shit. Put those headphones in, baby. So it's going to take Pittsburgh Steelers to bust their ass. Nobody else can do it. Let's go Steelers. Steelers win this game. I'm telling you guys. Do not fret. My friends, do not fret. This is definitely not going to be an easy game, but the Steelers will find a way to win it. That ruined my whole childhood. Oh, I bet it did, man. I bet it did. Having your franchise move out of your city has to be heartbreaking, dude. Heartbreaking. Good old Art Modell. Yeah, he is a dick. He was a butthead too. Denver shot yes, man, you can't throw interceptions. Where's the guy that was talking shit the other night about, oh, the Broncos are great, Bo Nix is great. Big games. Big games, what happens? I'm just saying, guys, big games is when that matters. That's how you measure people. Not by just being regular in the regular season and doing a couple things. Big games. Measure yourself off big games. That's why I believe the way I do about Lamar Jackson. But nobody wants to take that into account. Everybody just wants to look at, these stat padding games like, oh, they blew out the Carolina Panthers by 50. Just saying, for example. I'm just saying. It just makes no sense. Big games are what matters. Big games. I want the Bengals first string out there anyways from Sean. I don't, Sean. Why do you want the Bengals first string out there, bro? I don't. I didn't, but there was like nobody in there, so no noise. Okay. Are you a Giants fan? Hell no. Sports Edits 25. I wouldn't be caught dead in that ugly blue color. Never. Mean Green. Does a Denver loss eliminate them from the playoffs? I couldn't tell you. I don't think so. I'm not sure, though. I have to look. I didn't look at that. I haven't looked at that one. They was getting. I don't know how Denver could be out. They still have a better record than the Bengals. The Bengals are 7-8, dude. Just because the Bengals beat the Broncos would not put them out of the playoffs. They're 9-6. They would not be out. No way, bro. They're 9-6. The Bengals are 7-8 football team. They win tonight, they'll be 8-8. The best the Bengals can finish is 9-8. That's the best they can finish. Oh, they still got a chance to win. They still got a chance to go down and tie this game up. Come on. There's 49 seconds is an eternity in football. They was getting penalties out the ass. Denver shot their own self, definitely, because beating a secondary team leaves room for excuses. I get what you're saying. But I'm in for the easiest path. And in my opinion, I don't give a shit what that may be. And people will run their mouth regardless. I know it. 1,000%. No matter what the Steelers do, they will discount them and they will dog them. It don't matter if it's, a first team offense out there or a fifth string offense. It would not matter one bit. They will still dog them. I don't want their first string out there because I just want the Steelers to get momentum and build that momentum, because they're 9-7 and teams, they're not 9-7 yet. The game ain't over. They're 9-6. The Bengals aren't going to win 10 games. They're 7-8, bro. Who thinks the Buckeyes beat Oregon in a redemption game? I don't know enough about it. Sean knows about college. He watches college. I don't know enough about it. Denver is driving. Regis Anderson, yes, they win next week. Coach T will have the team up and ready to go. Steelers Nation. I don't know if I'd put any of it on Coach T. Seems like really inadequate person in the scheme and kind of doesn't understand how to control this football team, considering his players have been screaming out to him for weeks through the media that there's somebody on the defense that they don't want out there. But yet, if you're a Mike Tomlin person in Mike Tomlin's loyalty camp, he'll go to the war for you. Look at Najee Harris, how unproductive he is. And I don't want to hear 1,000 yards. I don't want to hear that shit. It's a 17-game season. It averages out to 60 yards a fucking game. Who cares? In Cincinnati territory now, I think so. I think Denver got eliminated. Nah, I don't think so. Bengals need to win out and Broncos have to lose out, I believe. Yeah, that would make more sense. Because you can't allow Denver, who has 9 wins now, if they win one more game, the Bengals are out of it because Bengals can't get to 10 wins. You'll be mad at me if I like the Bengals. I would not be mad at anybody for liking any team, man. This is a guilt-free podcast. All right, guys, you got to hit the shit out of that like button. We need to double tap that screen. I know there are more than 20 of you regular viewers in this chat right now. I know that 1,000%. I can count them up. So make sure you're hitting the shit out of that like button. It is a absolute necessity to hit that like button. We need that so badly each and every night. It's the most important thing, guys. It really, truly is. I preach about it constantly. I make myself sick by saying it. Oh shit, the Steelers kryptonite are teams under 500. You ain't lying there, Tom. And I saw a video on George Pickens going to the Chiefs. How do you feel? Dude, these people talking off-season stuff already are just looking for clicks, man, and looking for views. And if you all are stupid enough to click onto it, shame on you. But I'm not. I'm not going to click on that shit, man. I only talk about truthful, realistic things happening in the moment. Jason isn't going to speculate about fucking trades that could happen in, 10 months from now. That's not the way this thing. That's not the way you want to handle your seasons. That's why fans are overreactive to a lot of situations. You're trying to look so far ahead and not enjoying the moment. Enjoy the moment. Don't worry about trades that could happen 10 months down the road. Don't worry about that shit. Worry about the now. I could care less if George Pickens goes somewhere else. I hate to say that, but I don't care. I only care about the people in the building. That's what I care about. I care about the football team that I watch, and that's what I want to see. That's just the real about it. Denver just has to win tonight or beat the Chiefs to clinch a playoff spot. Yes, absolutely, Joshua. That does make sense. Bengals can still make the playoffs because all of that has to happen if the Broncos lose against the Chiefs. Yeah, they can. Yes, they can make the playoffs. Absolutely, they can, but they got to win 2 more games tonight and tomorrow. Thank you, Miss Pittsburgh. Gifted 5 Mic Drop Sports memberships. Thank you, Miss Pittsburgh. Blazy Radio, M. Sparks, The Key Man, Drew Go, Tori Green, all gifted Mic Drop Sports memberships. So make sure you 5 hit that like button and thank Miss Pittsburgh for getting you a membership. We truly appreciate that, Miss Pittsburgh. Thank you to one of our true OGs in the house, Miss Pittsburgh. Thank you. Touchdown Denver! TD Denver, what a throw by Bo Nix and what a catch. That was from Joshua Shields. I don't believe it was. Just wondering what you think. I just don't think, honestly, easy edits. This is no way rude at all. I just don't think about that stuff. Again, I only look at the right now. I never look ahead. And I think that that's what winners' mentalities have to be for football teams. I coach football. I watch a lot of football. And I think that that's the only way you can approach football is looking at the now, looking at the present, never overlooking anybody, never be overly high, never be overly low. I think that that is what you have to do. And I try to practice what I preach, Wave that terrible towel for Miss Pittsburgh. It's under review. Oh, did they get it? What's the score, guys? 24-24. Denver kickoff, touchback. Let's go, Denver. Let's go, Denver. Sorry. Daniel Warman, forgive me, my friend. Forgive me, Daniel. You are one of our OGs, man, but I got to root against you tonight. It stands. It didn't know TJ had hurt his finger until the game start. Thought he was just dealing with the ankle. Wonder how bad it. Yeah, fingers you can live with, man. It's gonna hurt like hell, but you can live with. Gotta have your legs though, baby. I don't know how bad it is, DJ. He won't miss the game. I can say that. The refs suck, Jay. They do, Daniel. Absolutely, man. And yes, they do. And I didn't get to see that play, but I can guarantee you the refs suck. They're horrible. Wave that terrible towel for Miss Pittsburgh. Regis Anderson, DC coach needs to coach for his job for show. Faux show, baby. Faux show. Let's keep going. That was not a touchdown. That's from Daniel Warman. DJ Thomas, Miss Pittsburgh is the best. Save them towels and hit them likes. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Guys, if you ever want to get those gifted memberships, what you have to do is turn on your gifts inside of the settings, man. You have to do that. If you don't have your gifts turned on, you can never get those gifted memberships. And they pop up from time to time. Several people have done it. So make sure that you have your gifts open, because when people do that, then you can receive the gifts. It's okay, wave. Let me keep going, guys. Sorry. Good night, downtown. See you, buddy. Daniel Warman watched the replay. Overtime. They're going into overtime. Who is your favorite player? Mean Joe Green. That's my favorite Steelers player of all time. My favorite player, I really don't have one currently. I just kind of watch it all, man. All right, guys, we got to hit the shit out of that like button. Send us out into that YouTube algorithm. I truly appreciate it. While I'm getting a drink, all you got to do is double tap the screen. It's free, bro. It's freaking free. The other night, I think the show got 100 likes. I think we hit it, finally. And that's what our goal is every night, 100 likes. Tonight, we're running a little slow. Saturdays are hit or miss, my friends. Saturdays sometimes are absolutely enormous. Sometimes Saturdays are absolutely dead. But, man, if you send us out into the YouTube algorithm by hitting that like button, we'll get a bunch of trolls that stroll through. Inger, everybody knows I'm a Ravens fan, but seriously, I'm giving y'all advice. If y'all want to go far, y'all need to target Pat Freiermuth and Mike Williams and Calvin Austin. That's the only way, and I know it. Well, Yeah, buddy. If you've heard me talk, Inger, you know what I've talked about. Spreading the ball around. That's the only way any team goes far in the playoffs. You can't have one target. And if you are Russell Wilson, Russ, I hope you're listening right now to us here at Mike Drop Sports. Because let me give you a little piece of fucking advice, my friend. Quit throwing the deep ball constantly. You're killing the offensive line. It doesn't work over and over. You need to mix it up like you did in Cincinnati. That's how you get it done, my friend. You freaking know it. Quit trying to always go for the deep ball. I watched a play today. The one where Calvin Austin shoestringed, caught that by the tip of his toes on the sideline in Baltimore for a big gain. And why would you throw that ball when you had a wide receiver that was 10 yards shorter than Calvin that was wide open? Wide open. Why risk the deep ball? Why try to fit it in there when you could have hit that guy for a 10, 15-yard game and yards after the catch? Why? Think about it, Russ. Think about it, Mr. Unlimited. Think about the shit. And I know people want to go, oh, bench Russ, put Justin Fields in. One, Justin Fields is fucking hurt. Two, it's not wise. Justin Fields ain't the quarterback that Russ is in the pocket. He's just not. He's not the quarterback Russ is in terms of throwing the football. He's not. Athletically, way more gifted. Yes, I'll give you that. But we don't want a fucking running back and quarterback. This ain't Baltimore. Cincinnati won the toss. They're going first. Daniel says, sorry, buddy. The Steelers will beat Cincinnati. Burrow is a beast. Go Steelers. Jimmy will not. Cincinnati is slow as heck. I love the Bengals. Their defense is so bad. I feel bad for you, Daniel. I do. You got to incorporate GP. You got to always incorporate GP. You have to. Why? Because you want him to draw that attention. That is the key. He has to be the guy getting double teams. Guys, if you hear this constantly, GP gets doubled, GP gets doubled. And if you're the Steelers and you're not taking advantage of that, hitting wide open receivers because somebody's wide open. Oh, wait, maybe somebody isn't wide open when you run 12, 13 personnel constantly and you have two wide receivers going out. Maybe you're right. Maybe nobody is open. Maybe spread the fucking ball around. Maybe spread the formation around a little bit. Maybe use some pre-snap shifts and motions and start to be a real sophisticated NFL offense instead of the bullshit product that Mike Tomlin wants to continually put out there, putting Najee Harris out there first play of the game, running him up the gut for 2 damn yards. Second play of the game, Najee Harris right, 2 yards. Third play of the game, Najee Harris left, 2 yards. Third and fourth and 6, punt. Who wants to see that every day? The only reason Lamar Jackson can't win big games is because the O-line. I've seen him in big games, most of them. No. Inger, don't do it. Don't be blinded by the national media bullshit that's feeding you these stories. Lamar is a phenomenal athlete. A gifted athlete, and he seems to be a really good dude out there in the press and the community. He seems to be cool as shit. But he is not a pocket thrower. He is not a quarterback that can come from behind and throw from the pocket and win you ball games. He is not. He is not a quarterback that can win the big one. He is not. And it's okay. Maybe one day he'll get lucky. Maybe. I hope for you guys, maybe. He'll get lucky and win one of those games. But honestly, look at his track record already, guys. Be real about it, buddy. The Steelers need to put fast guys in. Cincinnati's slow. Yeah, they are slow. Slants, a few screens to Warren wouldn't hurt. Yeah, dude, I don't know what happened to the drag route. You have Calvin Austin, Jaylen Warren, guys with speed and burst. Where's the drag routes? Run them. Get them in space, dude. All right, guys, double tap that screen. Hit that like button for us here on Steel City Live. only here on Mike Drop Sports. I'm your host, Jason. As always, let's check into this Denver-Cincinnati game. You have the 9-6, third in the AFC West, Denver Broncos facing the 7-8, third in the AFC North, Cincinnati Bengals. 7:31 left in overtime. Cincinnati 3rd and 14 at the Cincinnati 43. Joe Burrow sacked by Zach Allen for no gain. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Third down, Burrow got sacked. So is it fourth down now? Is it fourth down now, Josh? All right, guys, double tap that screen. Yeah, Warren is running the ball really well, right? Yeah, he got to be used. If you're Mike Tomlin, you're a damn idiot, bro. If you don't start Najee Harris, you're an idiot. Or Jaylen Warren, you're an idiot. Ryan Renko punted for 47 yards. No return by the Denver Broncos. So that was the Cincinnati's drive, first drive of overtime. If the Denver Broncos can go down and kick a field goal, that is game, baby. Game. Mr. Steeler fan, not worried about these games the last 3 weeks. Once postseason begins, we may see something very different schematics wise on defense. 4th and 14 now. Guys, like I told you, I want them to be the 5th seed. I think that's the best way to go. 3rd would be nice, but I really think the 5th seed and beating the Bengals here. I hope the Bengals lose tonight. I hope the Steelers get a very dismantled Bengals team in Week 18. Really get a real confidence boost game. Go down there, dismantle a very weak Houston Texans team. Heading into the second round of the playoffs, flying high, scoring points, playing well, momentum on their side. They're gonna be tough to stop. Mark my words. If that happens, if that way happens that I just talked, just telling you. Whoo, shit. Sam Mason, I get how most want to go to Houston for the first playoff game. However, I feel like we match up super well against Buffalo. Ooh, you're probably in the minority there, Sam. You're in the minority on that one, buddy. I'm not sure about that one. Donald Brown, where was coaching? Horrible, terrible. You don't set up a zone offense against that passing defense and then let off and let them. Tell him, Donald Brown. You tell him, Donald Brown. Mr. Stiller fan, got to give it to Harris. Average offensive line at best his whole career. Oh, my God. Please, Mr. Stiller fan. Do not bring the 1,000-yard conversation in here. It is not that impressive. Guys, it is not. And I don't want to hear about the offensive line. There's several other backs that are far better than Najee that run behind way worse. I'm just saying. Najee, I applaud him. I applaud his work ethic. I applaud his want to. I applaud him, giving his all for the Steelers. But a 1,000-yard season isn't impressive, guys. It's not. Please quit playing into that. Oh, my Lord. Guys, turn it around and average it out through a 17-game season. And when that less than 60 yards per game average pops up at you, does that impress you? Because I can guarantee you the answer is probably no. And that's what I'm saying. You know what I've seen? The Ravens in big games, and they usually lose them. And people say it's one person's fault, but you can't just point the finger on one person if the team loses that. Yeah, but everybody points the fingers at one person when they win. Everybody gives all the credit to the franchise quarterback, right? I'm just saying. What's good for a win is good for a loss. You know what I mean? I don't care which seed because I honestly think that Russ is going to cook. I hope so. I think so. It could be vastly different, no doubt. How do the fucking Broncos punt too? Come on, dude. I thought the Steelers had a chance in the Bills game last year. What's up, Tyler? And it's not all Lamar's fault because he either has to throw it immediately or sacked, and that's what I mean about the O-line is horrible. Yeah, but isn't he some great runner? Isn't he the most elite runner in the league? Excuses are a dime a dozen, man. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. When they're winning, everybody gives all that credit to Lamar Jackson, how he's MVP, right? But if they lose a game, why can't you blame it on him then? I'm just saying. Doesn't make any sense. The refs are bad, Josh. The refs are bad, man. All right, guys, double tap that screen for us here on Steel City Live. A little bit of a special show here on a Saturday. We usually don't do them on Saturdays. Usually don't do them unless there's a game on the weekends. But we are here. We are here. And I'm trying to see who wins this game before we close shop. Denver timeout, man. Cincinnati 1st and 10 at the Denver 36. It might be over, my friends. It might be over. That's pretty close. Any kicker can make that kick. Oh, I hear you, Inger. I get it. I get it. Everybody got their opinions, man. Everybody got their opinions. I ain't dogging them. You're entitled to all your thoughts, brother. You're entitled to all of it. All right, guys, I'm getting off here. Looks like the Bengals are about to, penalty. Cincinnati committed 5-yard penalty. False start on Cincinnati. That'll back them up to the Denver 41-yard line. 1st down and 15 for Cincinnati here as they try to close this game out in the Mile High City. Whew, bad hair day, guys. Bad hair day. Great show. Thanks, Miss Pittsburgh. I'm trying to hold on here, man, and see what happens. Ooh, I got a pain in my left side. That hurts. Oh. All right, Inger. Have a good one, brother. See you, man. Bless you too, brother. All right, guys. Drive is 2 plays so far, 13 yards. Joe Burrow passed the tee. Oh, that's over. All right, that's game. They're going to win. All right, guys, thank you for joining us here on Mike Drop Sports, man. Bless you all. And if I don't see you before the new year, which I know I will, Happy New Year, and a belated Merry Christmas. But thank you all for joining us each and every night. And thank you for another great night here on Steel City Live. Until tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, I'm Jason. This is Mike Drop Sports. Peace, my friends. If not tomorrow, Monday. All right, see you guys.